Good morning, everyone. So today I'm going to be doing a kitchen clean with me, and I'm just going to give you kind of a brief overview of what the kitchen is looking like right now. So it's kind of messy, not as bad as it has been in other videos. But yeah, so to start out with, of course, I made myself a cup of coffee. That's the drink for today. And then the candle or the scent for the day I'm using is smoked vanilla. And it's a candle by Bath and Body Works. And I opened up the window or the blinds in the kitchen just to let in a lot of sunlight because vitamin D sunlight is wonderful. It gives me, it's just, I don't know, it's just a mood booster to have some sunlight coming through, just that natural light. And I am just starting by kind of clearing the countertop spaces. I'm also going to go through the fridge here in a little bit. But the cleaning spray that I'm using is the Trader Joe's multi-surface cleaning spray. And I'm just going to use a microfiber towel, get it wet with hot water, and then go ahead and wipe those surfaces down. I've been using this cleaner for a while. Obviously, I got it from Trader Joe's. And I think this was like $2.99 or $3.99. It was definitely under $5. And I think it's a nice kind of safe cleaner to use. I've been enjoying using it. I don't have any complaints, but I'm also not really raving about it either. It's just been kind of a decent cleaner to use. Inexpensive and yeah, just kind of a safe, has some little bit, I don't want to say healthy ingredients, but it has better ingredients than kind of your typical cleaner. And yeah, so I just spray down my countertops and stove, basically my surfaces. And I'm just going to wipe everything down again with hot water and a microfiber towel. And I just kind of dampen the towel with hot water. Then I'm also going to spray the inside of my microwave and get that cleaned. And as you see here, my daughter kind of jumped in and she wanted me to fix the clothes on her Barbie. So I kind of stopped the camera there for a while to do that. Yeah, so just spraying everything down and wiping it. I don't have a lot to talk about today. I feel like in my last video, which if you have not seen it, it was kind of a cleaning with me. And in that video, it was more catered to cleaning while suffering from like anxiety and depression. And I don't know, I was really excited about putting that video out, especially with us going through a pandemic right now. I just felt like it was some things in that video that a lot of us probably needed to hear. So I don't know, I'm kind of proud of that video. I mean, probably not my best editing skills, but just the actual like content of what I was talking about, I feel like was really good. I don't know, glad that I was able to have that open dialogue and probably just being able to talk about something that's like a reality for a lot of people right now. And just kind of being able to be a help to others. So yeah, pretty proud of that video, I guess. Just being able to open up and be vulnerable so that I'm able to help other people. I don't know. I feel like it was a good thing. But yeah, as you can tell, it's kind of early morning. I'm actually sipping on my coffee now while I am doing my voiceover for this video. So just bear with me. Like, I'm so tired, you guys. But just, you know, moving on to my island, and I'm just clearing things off there. You see me hold up a few books. My daughter actually got her first library card like a few weeks ago, which is pretty exciting. So those were a few of the books that we got there. And yeah, so I'm just, you know, I took those and put them back where I wanted them to be, which we have a bookshelf, but I have been really leery about like you know, putting them on our bookshelf because I don't want them to get mixed in with the other books, which I feel like makes sense. But I don't know. If you go to the library often, like, I'd love to know, like, where you store your books. For my book, it's pretty simple. I just kind of keep it on my nightstand because that's when I typically have the downtime to read. It's like after I put her to bed, and, you know, the house is kind of quiet for the night, then I can pick up my book and just kind of lay back and relax. But as far as her book, like, I want to have like a set place where I'm keeping it so that it's safe, not to get mixed up with her other books, but just so it's in a safe place, not to get damaged and also not to get mixed up with her other stuff, so that when it's time to return the books, you know, it's easy to find and they're in good condition. And what I'm doing now is refilling my dish soap. The soap that I have here is the Palmolive antibacterial dish soap. I have been using this since the beginning of the pandemic, and I really like this dish soap. I like switching up my products, but I really just enjoy using this soap. Like, I haven't really felt the need to like switch it up or get a different one. And again, I like the fact that it's antibacterial while we are, you know, in a pandemic. And what you see me refilling it with was like this big, I want to say gallon size, but I honestly don't know what size that bottle was. But I actually got like the original dish soap bottle from, I want to say Walmart. And then I got that refill jug from Sam's Club, which I know Sam's Club is not everywhere and it's not in, I guess, all of the states. But for others of you, it may be Costco. And I don't know if they have it there, but Sam's Club is kind of like Costco, where you can get bulk items, you know, at a good wholesale rate or price. So yeah, so I got the big refillable jug for that dish soap at Sam's Club, and yeah, it has lasted me a while, so I really like it. And I also don't, I want to say I don't hand wash a lot, but I do kind of. I pretty much wash all of my pots and pans by hand, and then all of my other dishes I typically put in the dishwasher. So I guess it just depends on how often I'm cooking. And every now and then I will wash like a few random dishes by hand, like if the dishwasher is really full or whatever. So now I'm going through the fridge, and my fridge is, we have a lot of leftovers in the fridge right now. And we have a lot of containers, and we had like some takeout one day, and then I cooked one day, and we just have like a lot of stuff. I feel like it's a lot of clutter in the fridge. So I want to like downsize some of the containers and stuff that's in the fridge and get rid of any old food or just stuff that I know we're not going to eat. And it's just kind of taking up space because, as you could tell, like from when I first opened the fridge, it just looks pretty crowded in there. And so there's not a lot of room for like new food. So that's what I'm doing there. I'm just pulling out like leftover items or stuff that I have in containers that maybe don't need to be in as big of a container now because we've been eating out of it. And so there's probably just like, you know, a little bit left. And it can just either be thrown away or moved into a smaller storage container. So that's what I'm doing here. And I actually spend quite a bit of time doing this. It's kind of a tedious process, but at the same time, it makes my fridge like much more functional. So, I mean, it's kind of like a dreaded process, but a necessary one. So that's what I'm doing there. And you see like this Chinese container, we had Chinese food. And then I cooked like some stew that I had. And then we had mashed potatoes for some other meal. And it's just a bunch of random stuff. So I am like just, like I had some chicken wings. And I'm just putting those in a Ziploc bag. That way I can throw away that big white styrofoam container. And just use this little sandwich bag just to save some space. So like I said, I spend quite a bit of time doing this, like working on the stuff that was in the fridge, because it was just a lot. There was a lot of clutter in there. and a lot of food that honestly could have just been thrown away. And I don't know. I struggle with throwing food away. I think it definitely ties into, you know, growing up, like most of us that are kind of, I guess, an older generation, which I'm not that old. I'm a 90s baby. But, you know, some of us can relate to our parents kind of like, you know, growing up is kind of like, you know, eat all of your food, make sure you clean your plate, or don't waste food. I kind of grew up with that um, in my household, or I guess for my parents' household, that was a thing. And so I do struggle with throwing food away. And I will say I have had VSG surgery, so that's like gastric sleeve. Um, and I've talked about it in other videos, but it's basically kind of like, you know, they cut a portion of your stomach so you're not able to eat as much. And so since then, of course, I do throw away a lot more food than usual. And I'm actually coming up in November. It'll be my 2-year anniversary. So yeah, 2 years. Wow, it doesn't even seem like it. So quick overview of what my sink is looking like here. But yeah, so I'm coming up on my 2-year anniversary, and I'm still learning like how to cook in smaller portions so that I don't waste a lot of food, because you know, I'm still in the habit of just kind of cooking like portion sizes that I would normally eat prior to surgery. And then my daughter is really picky, so she doesn't eat a lot of the healthier foods that I cook, and really just a lot of food in general because she's so picky. So I'm still working on learning how to cook like just enough for me to eat and maybe have a little bit left over for maybe a day or two, but not really exceeding that, because it usually ends up going to waste. So I'm still learning that part, kind of like learning a method that works there, or learning how to really cook realistic portion sizes that will get ate. Because when I have a lot of leftovers, like I struggle throwing them away. I try to keep a 3-day rule now. So like if I have leftovers in the fridge, I try to either eat it within 3 days. And if it's something like a soup or a stew or something that can be frozen, then I'll go ahead and make room to freeze that. If not, I'll try to go ahead and throw it away, which just breaks my heart because I hate like throwing food away. I just hate seeing it go to waste. Like I wish I had a pet or something I can do with the food. I know there's like a compost. Some people have those. I have not like researched and learned enough about compost to do that. But that's definitely something I probably should look more into, because with me having a smaller stomach now, that's probably a really good idea, or a way to kind of recycle food, if you will, and in a way where I don't feel like I don't have that guilted feeling about wasting food. So now moving on to my dishes. And I'm just pre-washing dishes. So really all I do is kind of like run water. Not run water. I'll just take a sponge and just kind of like rinse them out and like scrub off any like old food that's in there. Let that go down in the dish disposal, and then load my dishes up in the sink. Not in the sink, in the dishwasher. Y'all, when I tell you I'm sipping on my coffee right now, the coffee hasn't hit yet. I'm still trying to take it in, so I feel really tired. You probably can tell it in my voice that I'm still kind of sleepy, but I'm up. But yes, so yeah, I just pre-wash my dishes. Honestly, it's so annoying, but like it's kind of like a necessary evil as well, because if I don't, then I'll have to wash. If I don't like pre-wash, then I have to run the dishwasher again. And I mean, it's just like if I, you know, like we eat throughout the day, so it's like I can't like wait on the dishwasher all day long, like by constantly running it. Like, I don't know, it just wastes a lot of time. So it's easier for me to just like pre-wash them and go ahead and load them. But I seen a commercial actually for the Cascade dishwasher pods, and it's saying, it claims that you don't have to pre-wash your dishes if you use that. So I was actually saying that I need to like pick that up and try it, because I honestly hate pre-washing, but it's kind of like I don't have a choice but to do it, or else I'll be rerunning the dishwasher. And I don't know about y'all, but my dishwasher takes like an hour and a half to run, I think. And there is not like a quick or a speedy cycle or something on there, which if it was, I don't even know how often I would use that anyway. But yeah, a lot of rambling about dishes. But I don't know. I feel like I spend a lot of time on dishes. That's probably what I spend the most on when I'm cleaning the kitchen. What I spend the most time on is probably doing dishes, especially when I have a pile up. And I usually get a pile up of dishes when I cook a large meal, which I try not to do these days, or when the dishwasher is already running or has something in it and I cook, or, you know, eating or whatever. I usually get a pile up of dishes that way. So besides that, I try to stay on top of loading the dishwasher, and I have no idea why I am out of breath, but just bear with me, guys. Bear with me. This should give y'all some cleaning motivation, because I am pushing through when I don't feel like it. Like, I'm ready to just go lay down. But anyways, back to the dishes. Yeah. So I'm thinking about trying the Cascade. I feel like I've tried Cascade dishwasher pods before, but I mean, I could be wrong. It wouldn't hurt to try it again, because I'm not tied to any one dishwasher detergent, so that does not bother me. Y'all seen the trash. Most of the time when I'm like cleaning up like this, I will just take my top off of my trash can, because it's easier to like put old food and like bigger containers in it, because my trash can is just not that big, so it's easier to like throw stuff away or whatever without getting the lid dirty, or without getting like large containers and stuff stuck on the lid, because it's like a flip top. So I just take the top off while I'm cleaning most of the time. But the dishwasher is full. Not dishwasher, the trash can. The trash can is full, as you can see here. And the lid is already dirty. So I'm just gonna spray some cleaner on there and clean the lid. And I'm also moving everything off of the floors in the kitchen so that I can get ready to do the floors as well. And I also threw away a lot of that old food that was in there. And as I was cleaning, you probably seen me with a pack of ramen noodles, like earlier in the beginning of the video. I took out a pack of ramen noodles because my daughter asked for some, and then you saw them in the trash. She probably ate like half of the pack, and then I ended up throwing the rest away. But I'm showing you like some of the multi-surface cleaners that I have. I got those from Dollar Tree, and they are the cleaners that you have to dilute. So, and I've been really enjoying like mopping with those. So yeah. And one of those I took and put inside my Trader Joe's bottle, because I ended up running out of the cleaner that was in there, the original Trader Joe's cleaner. I used it all up, so I put a little bit of the orange, like citrus scented one of those cleaners. I put a little bit in there and diluted it with water, and I sprayed it on the top of my trash can so that I could clean it. And then I wiped that down with a microfiber towel. And after I did that, you see me get another clean microfiber towel. Like, you know, sometimes people just assume things, but obviously I would not continue to use that towel to like clean off countertops and stuff after I just wipe off the trash can. But you know, I do stuff like that in these videos, but sometimes you get to see it and sometimes you don't. But you know, you just have to be like, I guess, kind of use common sense. I don't think, you know, I don't think that anybody else would do it. Or if you do it, I don't care. But, you know, just for record, like, don't come at me, okay? Don't accuse me of these things. But yeah, so I got the trash out. I cleaned the top of the trash can, which gets pretty dirty because it's a flip top, and I have a 4-year-old, so it gets food on there. It's inevitable. I usually clean the top of the trash can like once a week or as needed, just because I have a 4-year-old. So you see me put the Ajax bottle. I had that. I put some into this larger floor cleaner container. Again, diluted it with water, and that's what I'm using to mop with. And I'm using this Swiffer Jet, but I'm not using the solution in there. I just made my own solution, the diluted solution of that Ajax cleaner. And this blue one smells so good. And I kind of just skipped over it, but I did vacuum my kitchen floor. I have the Hoover Impulse, I think it's called. And it vacuums hardwood floors, so of course I did that, and now I'm mopping. And I actually seen in another cleaning video, a lady use, I think it was a cedar mop, and it kind of looks like the Swiffer Jet, but you make your own cleaning solution to put in it. And I'm gonna see if I can find it again, because I think I may end up purchasing that, because I love my Swiffer Jet and the solutions that come with it. But lately, I have been really into making my own floor cleaning solution, because I get to switch up the scents, and I'm not like stuck to only the solutions that Swiffer makes. I can kind of experiment with other stuff. So I think I'm really going to end up getting that mop if I can. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video. I'm just going to top everything off by mopping. And that was my quick little kitchen clean with me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.